Okay, I'm on the lot with Clemente today, and they're moving right along. Es un video. Yo no hable, pero mío. So I'm here today, and this is the front of the lot. We've got the road out here. They have dropped everything down to road level and back 4 meters. And right about in here is going to be the front of the house with the door here in the center. Everything is done by hand here. There is no heavy equipment. We're inside an extinct volcano, so the rocks are huge, and they're going to sink columns. As you can see, there's one here. They'll sink columns in this house, and they'll be 2 meters or roughly 6 feet below the grade. And they do that because of earthquake. And in a 33-foot span, there'll be 5 columns that run down this wall and 5 down the other. And then the center of the house, there'll be a dividing wall with a kitchen and a living room on one side, 2 bedrooms, a bath in the center, and it's a bedroom in front, a bath, and a bedroom in the back, with a door leaving out the back so they can escape in case of an earthquake. And also there'll be a set of steps that go up to the roof, and that's where they'll hang laundry. In this area in here, there'll be steps that come down, because it's going to be the wall right here, and they'll come down, and this will give them a small garden in front of the house. And they'll end up with a privacy wall there, which is quite common for security. And it'll have a gate that enters in here. But all the material here is pretty much being used on site. The septic's already in, it's below here. And when they were digging out the septics, I posted some photos, they were large rocks. But then as they moved over to the left a little bit, they ran into sand. So they were fortunate to find sand on the property. So they excavated the sand out. They then put and built a sistren with the rocks in that they cut out. They'll cut them into actual blocks. And they built a sistren. It's under the front here of 900 gallons. Now, this sand here will actually be used in the concrete mix. The sand and the rocks have all come off the property. They'll take the large rocks as they pull them out, and somebody gets down with a hammer and they bust them up into smaller and smaller aggregate. And that's the aggregate that will be used in the concrete. So he actually was very fortunate to find all this sand, because otherwise he had to have it. They buy it by the bags like this. It's dug out of the lake and hand delivered here. So this saved him quite a bit of money by being able to excavate the sand. The labor here is very inexpensive, so you can move the material around like this. They've already got the aggregate pile. This is the wall of his brother's house. Up on the roof there is the aggregate. And they went ahead and busted that up from the rocks that they're pulling out of these holes. And this gentleman's just getting started. We counted last night, there's going to be 18 columns in the total property when they're done. And all of them are going to be set 2 meters below grade. So it's a slow, tedious process, but that's just the way things are done here. And there's no way to get any kind of heavy equipment in here, because it just doesn't exist around here. But it's coming around nicely. We'll have the retaining wall in here, which will actually, the retaining wall will be the front wall of the house. And that'll be done shortly. And then during the rainy season, I'm going to let it sit for a while. And this actually grades uphill, so they're going to have to remove a lot of dirt from here, and they'll just end up giving it away, because they said there's no value to sell it. You can get somebody to come take it for free, but that's about it. So the house will then run, this will be basically the level of the floor right here, running all the way back. So there's a lot of material to move, and once they get it leveled, then we'll let it sit for a couple months and let the rains pound on a little bit and compact it. And then they'll start forming columns down through the sides. Another set of columns will go directly through the center of the house where the main wall is, with the doors into the bedrooms and the bathroom. And then this will be a big corridor that has both the living room on one end and the kitchen on the other. But anyway, moving along nicely here, and we appreciate any donations. If you could give up a couple dollars on your PayPal account. They also accept Visa. We'd really appreciate it. As you can see, a few dollars here goes a long way, and we're hoping to have a nice place for him. Clemente's been working really hard this year. He had actually a good winter, because there were a lot of tourists here. So I had actually sent him money before I went to Asia, and he has gone through about $900 so far with all the work that's been done here with the cistern and everything. And he only withdrew $160 out of the account that we provided for him. He's been working 2 jobs, and busting his butt to make money, and he's a very honorable young man. He's paid for almost everything up until this point out of his own pocket. This whole idea that I want to help him, and that was a surprise for him. He really is a really great guy. And thanks for watching our video. We really appreciate it. Have a great day. Bye-bye.